This bulletin proudly brought to you in association with Alex Campbell's Menswear.
Tonight on The South Today, the Ministry of Health urges former Samoa workers to take up its offer of free health checks. Even the offer of higher pay from Central Otago vineyards fails to entice local workers to harvest grapes. And Orientation Week kicks off with Tent City on the Otago Museum Reserve and the convocation ceremony at Forsyth Bar Stadium. Kia ora, good evening, I'm Melissa Barton. The Ministry of Health is urging former sawmill workers to take up its offer of free health checks. The object is to find sawmill workers who were exposed to the hazardous substances such as pentachlorophenol, commonly known as PCP. Sharon Rees has more.
Among the stalls at the Southern Field Days in Waimumu last week was one set up by the Ministry of Health. Its purpose was to track down former sawmill workers. Sophie Bishop said she hoped to find workers who might have been exposed to hazardous substances, including pentachlorophenol, which is suspected of causing long-lasting health problems among those exposed to it.
We're trying to attract men who would potentially have been working in those sawmills, and we feel like this is the right place here at the Southern Field Days. There used to be quite a few sawmills around this area. The men are eligible to go along to their doctors each year for a free health checkup. And so it's really about engaging them in the health system. They're able to go and see their doctor, pick up any sort of diseases earlier on and work on having a really healthy lifestyle.
With Southland having a long history in the timber industry, Bishop said there would be a number of people who qualify for the service, but often the problem was getting them to the doctor in the first place.
Older men, they don't really see the point in going to a GP if they're seen to be perfectly healthy. You don't really know that you have any major health problems until it can be further down the track where it is harder to treat something.
While symptoms may include skin and respiratory problems, anyone who worked in sawmills in Southland from the 1950s to the 80s are encouraged to get in touch with the ministry to see if they qualify for the service. The service includes a free annual health check and provides access to other health programs to maintain a healthy lifestyle. For more information, visit moh.govt.nz/dioxins. Sharon Rees, The South Today.
Emergency services were called to an accident at the intersection of Stewart Street and Cargill Street about 9 a.m. this morning. They arrived to find a car in the front yard of a Cargill Street property after it had smashed into a transformer and through a fence. Senior Sergeant Mark Donaldson says no one was injured in the crash, which involved up to 4 vehicles. Central Otago viticulturists are finding it almost impossible to attract New Zealanders to harvest grapes. Even offering higher pay is not enough to draw local workers. Mina Amso reports.
Workers at the Ceres Vineyard near Cromwell are putting up nets to protect the grapes from birds. And while tractor driver Ross McFadden is a New Zealander, the Central Otago industry is increasingly relying on people like Charlie Lau. Lau is from Vanuatu and has been commuting to Central Otago for vineyard work for 10 years.
What do you do in here?
Just doing that, fastening, fatrapping.
Viticulturist James Dicey says he needs at least another 50 workers for the harvest season, although for the moment he's got enough workers to get him by.
They're working their butts off at the moment to try and get us through, so they're doing a great job.
However, even with imports like Lau, Dicey is still struggling to get enough workers for the harvest, and New Zealanders willing to do the work are few and far between.
So we've been contacted by a few Kiwis, but not enough to get us through.
He says he used to have itinerant New Zealanders do the grape picking, but not anymore.
They've sort of disappeared as part of the New Zealand culture.
McFadden is more pointed about his fellow New Zealanders.
Kiwi workers would be good. Too bloody lazy.
Dicey says even offering a higher pay rate isn't attracting more New Zealanders for the harvest work. He says the difficulty in Central Otago is the high cost of living and accommodation, And while Dicey would like more New Zealanders to work for him, his eyes are fixed on one thing next month: finding enough workers from anywhere to get him through the harvest. Mina Amso, The South Today.
A 53-year-old man is appearing in court today, charged with burglary after an incident in North Dunedin last night. Senior Sergeant Mark Donaldson says the man was disturbed by students on their property around 11 p.m. The man was peering through windows and appeared to be taking photos. The students immediately rang police, which resulted in the man's quick apprehension. The incident follows another in Leith Street last week, where a man was eventually arrested after being discovered in a student flat. A tent village has been set up on the Otago Museum Reserve for Orientation Week. Today was the beginning of a week of events designed to ease the annual crop of tertiary students into a year of hard study.
O Week is underway for 2018 as the University of Otago welcomes to Dunedin new and returning students. Around 290 volunteers have been planning for months to ensure O Week events like Tent City run smoothly. The long-standing rite of passage aims to introduce students to a home away from home by providing a range of events and a chance to meet new people while showing what the University of Otago has to offer. Tent City is a chance to find out about all the scarfy deals for O Week and to score some freebies.
Our O Week survival kit, and in it are all kinds of awesome things. Movie pass, there's a throw blanket, there are Barocca tablets.
We're Arkham, we're just a local Christian establishment here to just cultivate the presence of God, an environment of His presence and the reality of Jesus in our lives.
Basically it's just a way to say, hey, we're here in the Dunedin community, we really care about you, we want you guys to stay safe during the O Week festivities. And just kind of hang out and be part of their lives.
This year, the Otago University Students Association is hosting a larger than usual lineup of stadium-size events and daytime and alcohol-free events.
Okay, hang out on Tuesday, and then we've also got to hang out the following week on Thursday. Free coffee, free slice for all new students. Just to kind of get to know them and hang out.
This bad boy right here is going on Wednesday lunchtime throughout till Thursday lunchtime with 4 people. We'll be in there for 24 hours, obviously, and they will complete challenges and everything throughout the day.
The association is also promoting a safety initiative called Good One, launched by Dunedin Police, the University Proctor and the Southern District Health Board. Association Marketing and Communications Manager Katrina McLennan says Good One provides a method of registering a private party with the police. The objective is to ensure hosts have all the resources and support to make the party safe and enjoyable, and the tools and contacts in case things go wrong. Roselle LeBone, The South Today.
Still to come on The South Today, a blatant invitation pays off for a Robbie Williams fan, and the Kingston Flyer has one of her engines stoked up in the memory of 2 dear colleagues.
For all your news from the southern regions as it happens, go to our Facebook page. The South Today, connecting you with your community thanks to New Zealand On Air.
Hi, Lindsay at Alex Campbell Menswear. We have our 3 stores on sale. It's our summer clearance sale. Look at all these t-shirts, 50% off. Look at all these polo shirts, 50% off. Look at all these woven shirts, short sleeves, 50% off. And there's more. Shorts, all these shorts, 50% off.
Every reason, every season, we're proud to dress the region. Alex Campbell Menswear, it fits.
But wait, there's more. 25% off all our regular lines off the normal price.
For 3 generations, the Kilpatrick family have ensured Jimmy's pies are still world famous in the South Island. Made to an old family recipe, Jimmy's pies have been one of New Zealand's traditional takeaway foods, prepared daily on the premises alongside a range of savouries, sausage rolls and cakes. Jimmy's pies are distributed throughout the lower South Island. Jimmy's pies are sure to satisfy your travelling munchies.
Free heart transmission. Please open your heart. She is flowing freely. She is nourishing. She is loving.
Call Sunny Chin for peace in your heart.
Why wait for seed to germinate? Why not do it the smart way? For instant results, call Ready Lawn today, or for more information, go to readylawn.co.nz.
At the Hard to Find Bookshop, we sell quality books on all subjects from the rare to the recent, and where viable, we will come to you. We have a great reputation for integrity and honesty, so if you're downsizing or sorting an estate and have books to sell, contact us.
The Terminus Apartments, where heritage meets modern sophistication and where the past is Dunedin's future. These 1 or 2 bedroom apartments are fitted with modern amenities, room to move and spectacular harbour and city views. Contact us now to have your piece of luxury. Calling all Otago superheroes, the 2018 Relay for Life needs your team. On March 17 and 18, the relay teams will join together to create one of the most inspiring events, helping not only to raise funds but also to remember those who have fallen to cancer or are struggling with it. To register your team, simply go to the website and sign on, then start fundraising. It's about celebrating, remembering and fighting back. Be a superhero and register now at relayforlife.org.nz. Tune in this Thursday, 7:30 p.m. for the highlights of the 2018 Birdman Road Challenge.
Welcome back. English popular recording artist Robbie Williams entertained a large crowd at Forsyth Bar Stadium on Saturday night. One Flans blunt invitation paid off, earning her a duet with the tattooed father of 2. Daryl Baser was amongst the screaming hordes.
Looking down upon the chaos of thousands of sweaty Robbie Williams fans, it's easy to see the love these concert goers have for their once teen idol. Opening for an act of Williams' calibre would be a tough ask, but Auckland-based Canadian Tammy Nielsen was easily up to the job, charming many with her country rock and her southern charm. One fan's explicit invitation paid off, as Williams pulled her on stage for a duet. Robbie Williams and full band were on stage for well over an hour. Entertaining concertgoers and nearby suburbs, with tunes he's recorded during his 20-plus year musical career. One apparent technical hitch meant 2 of the large screens were sometimes black, meaning those in the stands had a reduced view. But apart from that, seeing an entertainer of Robbie Williams' calibre meant for a great night out for many. Daryl Baser, The South Today.
The man who was charged with arson after a couple were found dead in their South Dunedin home has now been charged with murder. The 46-year-old man is due to appear in Dunedin District Court tomorrow on 1 count of arson and 2 counts of murder. The bodies of the 35-year-old Anastasia Margaret Neve and 49-year-old David N. Clark were found inside a Wesley Street property on January the 22nd after it was set alight. Detective Inspector Steve Woods said the murder charge was a significant milestone in the investigation, but the CIB team still had a lot of detail to work through. One of the 2 engines belonging to Central Otago's iconic steam train, the Kingston Flyer, was stoked up on Sunday. The event was in commemoration of 2 men who had been closely involved with the train. The South Today was at the ceremony.
AB795, better known as the Kingston Flyer, was fired up on Sunday as a tribute to Russell Glendinning and David Bryce, who had both been closely involved with the train. The two men passed away last year, and in Mr. Glendinning's case, ending an association with the flyer that had spanned 40 years. After sitting almost derelict for several years, the flyer was purchased by a Southland Lakes consortium, and it seems that the train will remain in Kingston. Restoration efforts began last June, and mechanically the engine is considered to be in a quite good state, but it did need some repairs. A crowd of over 1,000 people turned up for yesterday's ceremony, and some of Mr. Glendinning's ashes were placed in the engine's firebox, ready for when the engine cranks up again. Rudy Adrian, The South Today.
After the break on The South Today, a Dunedin man with special interests finds a new website, and we have tomorrow's weather for you.
Hi, Lindsay here from Alex Campbell Menswear. Once again, we've opened up a pop-up store in George Street, right beside McDonald's. We've got up to 70% savings on normal retail. There's some great buys. We have socks right through to suits, everything in between. We'll see you there. The Alex Campbell Menswear pop-up. Don't miss it.
Every reason, every season, we're proud to dress the region. Alex Campbell Menswear, it fits.
Oh, I'm not happy with this product demonstration, Ralphie. Oh, relax. It's all about balance. The balance between softness and strength. And my balance is perfect. So we won't fall? Of course not.
Hi, Ralphie.
Oh, hey, you. Whoa. You fell for it. Yep, I fell for it.
Cotton Softs. Softness and strength you can trust.
I'm cotton soft on the environment too.
Wait for seed to germinate. Why not do it the smart way? For instant results, call Ready Lawn today, or for more information, go to readylawn.co.nz.
Garrador Dunedin, delivering quality stylish garage doors in Dunedin for over 15 years. New doors, replacement doors, repairs and maintenance are all part of Garrador's quality service. Garrador Dunedin offers a full range of modern quality doors to suit any home. Come visit the team at 553 Kaikoai Valley Road. Visit www.garrador.co.nz or call us on 488 5676.
135 Cumberland Street is a brand new, recently listed Category 1 heritage building right in Dunedin's warehouse precinct. Only a short walk to the Octagon in the central city. These are warm, well-insulated, self-contained apartments with all you need for a short or long stay. With beautiful views onto the harbour, these Airbnbs at 135 Cumberland Street come highly recommended for your stay in Dunedin.
Helping New Zealanders to do more. Talk to MTF today.
Active Interior Design in Mornington are the curtain and blind experts. The team can even advise you on outdoor products like awnings and umbrellas, and will ensure that everything is perfect. For interior design with flair, call Active to book your free in-home consultation or call into the showroom in Mornington.
Tune in this Thursday, 7:30 p.m. for the highlights of the 2018 Birdman Road Challenge.
Thanks for staying with us. It's not Tinder, it's not Facebook, but it does put people with common interests in touch with each other and gets them out from behind the computer and meeting face to face. And for a Dunedin man with special interests, Meetup.com has been the perfect fit.
It's been 2 years since Dunedin man Rupert Greenwood had a double lung transplant. Greenwood has cystic fibrosis, which means his capacity to get out and meet new people has been severely limited. But that's all changing thanks to the internet. I'm here with Rupert Greenwood, star of Meetup.com. He successfully used the online social media platform to start groups, branch out and meet new people.
And after the transplant, I lost a lot of friends. People maybe not understanding the condition. Joining groups I had an interest in, so things like gaming, photography, film, biking.
A typical meetup could include an evening of karaoke, trying out swing dance, or having a few friends around for popcorn and drinks over a favourite movie.
Sort of spoke about the film before, had to talk afterwards as well. It was fun. And all of us mostly spoke through the film too, pointing out bits that we remembered or bits that we'd missed. We usually talk a lot through films and I've seen them many times, so it was good to have a group of people that are like-minded.
Meetup.com has 8 million members in 100 countries, 80,000 meetup groups and 50,000 meetups scheduled every week. So here I am logged in under my own profile, just checking out some of the groups available in Dunedin. This is my social calendar, but if we look purely at Dunedin groups, you can see everything from dog walking through to baking, spirituality and vegetarian cooking. Some might see similarities between Meetup.com and websites like Tinder, but Greenwood says it's definitely not a dating service. He wants to use Meetup as a platform to discuss health issues and concerns.
People that you can share your problems with, your aspirations with, your ideas and thoughts with.
As for life after his transplant, Greenwood's just hoping to do the things he did as a child again.
Being able to go out and photograph things that I wouldn't normally photograph because I was restricted by health. And perhaps I will start up another meetup group maybe later in the future.
Roselle LeBone, The South Today.
And now recapping tonight's top stories on The South Today. The Ministry of Health wants sawmill workers to take up its offer of free health checks. The Ministry is aiming to find workers exposed to hazardous substances. Central Otago viticulturists are finding it almost impossible to attract New Zealanders to harvest grapes. And today was the first day of O Week, an annual rite of passage designed to ease tertiary students into a year of study. And now look at what's happening in tomorrow's ODT. Welcome, Paul Gorman. What have you got for us today?
Hi, Melissa. It's a bit grim tomorrow. Well, tomorrow's paper at this stage. The search is continuing for this Alexandra man, Christopher Bates, who's been missing since the 11th of February. Police are getting very concerned now, and there's also been dogs and drones searching for him. So that's carrying on. The arson in South Dunedin a few weeks ago, a man's been charged with 2 counts of murder and will be in court tomorrow on that. And more woes out at the albatross colony. Albatross mother, KGY is her name, she attacked her chick yesterday, and unfortunately the chick died today, and the chick was one of 15 in a season where there haven't been as many, so that's pretty sad. Not quite sure
it's
what's
heartbreaking.
happened there. I know, not sure what's happened there. A little bit of good news, of course, as you say, it's orientation, O Week this week, and this evening the Prime Minister is addressing all the first year students at the convocation welcome at the stadium, so that'll be a nice upbeat bit of news, hopefully.
Lovely, and it's always a nice start to the year when all the students come back.
It's lovely,
very vibrant.
Yeah.
Thank you, Paul.
Okay.
And now it's time for a look at tomorrow's weather.
Tonight's weather proudly brought to you by MolMap.
Today's Southern View is taken on Dunedin's iconic railway station. Looking at the situation, cold air over the southern districts will bring some unseasonal temperatures in the next few days. While the rest of the country frets over ex-cyclone Gita, Southland and Otago will have to put up with just some dreary, cold southeasterly airflow and light rain and winds. Looking at the southern towns, Balclutha, Catlins, Gore and Lumsden can all expect gusty southeasterlies, rain later on and a high of 12 degrees. Moving westwards towards central, Alexandra and Wanaka are in for gusty southeasterlies, rain in 10. Queenstown faces similar autumn-like wind and rain with a high of 9. And by far the best place to be in the Southern Lakes is Te Anau with gusty southeasterlies, mostly cloudy and a high of 13. Up to the north, everyone here can expect gusty southeasterlies with rain. Oamaru and Timaru, a high of 14. Cooler in Amarama and Twizel with a chilly 11 degrees as tomorrow's high. And in Dunedin tonight, it will be cloudy with a low of 12, overcast with periods of rain tomorrow, mostly light to moderate cold southeasterly winds, 13 and 10. Rain slowly clearing during the day on Wednesday with fresh gusty cold southerly winds decreasing 12 and 10. And in Invercargill tonight, cloudy with a low of 12, sunny periods at first tomorrow, but high cloud increasing and lowering during the morning, and some scattered rain developing during the afternoon. Moderate cold southeasterly winds 14 and 9. Showers clearing on Wednesday and sunny periods increasing during the day with moderate southerly winds, cold temperatures 13 and 7. And that's our news for this Monday. For the latest news from the Southern region, you can follow us on Facebook and at channel39.co.nz. Take care, ka kite anō.
This bulletin proudly brought to you in association with Alex Campbell's Menswear.
Supporting local content so you can see more of New Zealand on air.